Morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. It's been about a month since I've made my last video and input. Uh, remember the last video we were talking about all the stuff that was going on. One of them was my truck was starting to fail as far as like the alternator is concerned. Uh, yeah, it failed that same day, believe it or not. Almost it's been a month and I already have almost like $1,000 into it and I'm still waiting on parts. It's ridiculous. And I need the truck to move parts and get materials and so forth and so on. It's kind of sad. But at any rate, we got the new part yesterday and I put it in and it is still bad and defective. So I'm forced to bring the Amy's car, which we don't like using for work because we pay too much for this car, to ruin it by scratching all the leather interior and so forth. That's why I have a work truck. So I haven't been to the house. Today we're going to try to move some stuff out of the house. I did have an inspection here the other day where the guys came in and he kind of just gave me an assessment. It's been so long since I've been in the house and since I've done any work as far as construction is related that I kind of just lost where I was at. There's so much that needs to be done, and there's so much stuff in here still that needs to be dealt with. That's pretty much my goal for today, is to get everything out of the house and put into the little metal shed that's out there. Whatever's in the metal shed is going to go in the garbage because it's been almost 2 years and nobody's gone in there and moved anything. We don't need any of that stuff. So we'll do a quick little walkthrough. Kitchen still looks the same as always. I mean, obviously that ductwork goes into the crawl space. These are all empty bins. These are all old tools that nobody wants anymore. Nothing I can do about it. I can't force people to take stuff they don't want, but I can't even give it away. Can't even give it away. People don't want it. They don't know how to use it, or it's got a cord. I don't use things with cords anymore. Everything's with battery. Okay, there's a big pile of stuff right there. After going through all of the stuff that we had that was in the house, this is my pile that seems to get bigger, which wouldn't be so big if my truck were here. So we'll figure that out later. So here, more stack of empty bins, empty bins, empty bins, blank storage containers, empty bins. A lot of empty bins in here. And then the small grouping of tools that I might just take home and keep. The bandsaw, the little chop saw, the sanders, the lathe. I've never used the lathe before. I don't even know about it. It piques my interest a little bit to know about it, but not enough to go buy one. Yeah, so that's it. So pretty much all these electric motors, there's like 10 of them there. I don't know what to do with them. They're here though. And then the rest of the house I pretty much got sorted out. So these are all the little bins of all the stuff that we have. These are actually some that I was going to take home, but I don't need them. Because again, how much stuff do you need? You don't need so much stuff. But here, all drill presses. These are all T-bars for devices for making your own table jigs. These are all feather grips and finger knobs. Drill bit kit. That's very generic. I don't even know why we're keeping it. These are all kitchen knives and scissors. These are precision vices. These are all mill bits. These are all router bits. This whole container. This whole container, all drill bits. These are all taps. These are all planes. It's a vacuum. Just some miscellaneous crap that I threw in a corner. Just lights. outlets, a couple vacuum cleaners, some LED bulbs, some padlocks, more chisels and planes, roto zips. This is all LED electronical stuff. Vice grips, miscellaneous stuff. That's all precision measuring stuff. Hand tools. Bin of stuff for. I'm just gonna take this Salvation Army. I don't know what else to do with it. And then the bathroom. Part of my inspection with the walkthrough with the guy was that the bathroom has been redesigned. We basically relaid it out. After we put everything together, the toilet that's right here used to sit right here, and then we were going to do a shower. But by the time you did the bathtub shower pan, and then you did a vanity that would have been right here, the space between the two is too small, especially if we're going to use a creeper or a little dolly or whatever you call it, little handicap cart. So therefore, it's not worth the effort of putting all that work together just to find out it's not even useful for her. So then that's when we came up with this reconfiguration, so that we had the vanity. It's a little bit smaller than in a drawing, but I added a medicine cabinet, so that helps out. And the vanity, more than likely, it'll be custom made because we're running out of money. That's not. So we'll probably end up making one for this. So we'll maximize as much space as possible for storage. And then the shower. The shower is going to be huge. You know, it's 4 foot by 4 foot. That's a pretty big shower. Right now, it doesn't look too big because you got all this electrical stuff in here, but it is pretty big. So when you come into the other room, this is all of the bins of storage stuff. You know, it's like I told my dad, I'm like, all this stuff, I don't know what to do with it, but I'm putting it all in the shed. I'm tired of looking at it. Tired of moving it back and forth. You know, this is all perfect setup for a garage sale or for a flea market. But guess who doesn't have time to deal with that? Because I got to deal with the rest of the house. So my goal is to have dumpster here probably by the end of the week. Get the rest of this drywall and insulation out. Get as much stuff out of here and put into that shed as possible. And then, you know, start to figure out what to do. Oh, the window is here for the front, so that needs to be brought here, but unfortunately, I don't have my truck. So I'm trying to make a game plan and get all materials lists going today. So tomorrow I can rent a truck from Menards and try to get that stuff here and the materials that are needed while I'm there. So, with the truck. So, till then, you know, I think I need to open up some windows and let some air through here and start getting some stuff out of here and make myself feel a little better about being here. It's hard to come here when you think you're making a change and nothing changes. It starts to mess with you. So that's where we're at. You know, the yard got cut, which was nice. I don't have to deal with that, but we got a lot of work to do in a very small amount of time, especially if we could make Thanksgiving dinner here. It's very possible. I need a lot of cooperation and a lot of help from people, but it's very, very possible. So in order for that to happen, though, I got to get to work. So we'll talk about it next time. Love you guys. Peace.